Hello everyone, welcome back to the second session of the second chapter from the first PUC electronics syllabus, that is Principles of Electricity, Network Theorems and AC Principles. In the last session we saw what exactly is the meaning of a charge, some of the properties of the charge and how many electrons are required in order to get a charge of 1 coulomb. In this session we are going to see what is the meaning of current and the direction of current. Along with that we are also going to see what is the meaning of the potential difference. So let's get started. The very first definition is the electric current. So the definition of this electric current is the movement of charges. The movement of charges in a conducting material. Matters are classified into three types. One is the conductors, semiconductors and the insulators. Conductors anta helidre the materials which allow current to pass through. Insulators which does not allow current to pass through, and semiconductors its conductivity lies between the conductors and the insulators anta helteve. So semiconductors ಬಗ್ಗೆ in a detail agi we are going to study in our first PUC electronics. Conductors anta ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ which allows current to pass through. Examples metals anta ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. Aluminum ಇರಬಹುದು, silver ಇರಬಹುದು, gold ಇರಬಹುದು, copper ಇರಬಹುದು. These are some of the examples for conductors. So which allows current to pass through. Current pass ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ that is the charges are moving from one place to another place. Charges ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ in the last session we already saw there are two types of charges. One is the positive charge, the other one is a negative charge, and these negative charges which is called as electrons are responsible for this current. So electric current, which is nothing but the movement of charged particles in a conducting material, is called as the electric current, or the movement of electrons in the conducting material is called as the electric current. Conducting material anta ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ if I am going to consider this as a conducting material and the electrons are denoted by the negative symbol. So negative charges ಏನಿದೆ particle ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಥವಾ negative charges are present in a substance. As soon as I provide some kind of external force that can either be in the form of a battery or some other source, as soon as I connect an external force, these electrons starts moving. In electrons ಏನೇನಿದೆ, these electrons starts moving from one place to another place, and this movement of electron itself is called as the electric current. And the unit for this electric current is ampere. It is denoted by the letter A, and the strength of this electric current is defined as the rate of flow of charge in a cross section of a conductor or in a conducting material. So that current will be denoted by the letter I, which will be equal to the rate of flow of charge. The rate of flow of charge anta ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ for any fixed time duration, how many number of charge particles will cross a cross section of a conductor, then that will be called as the current. This is the steady state current. I is nothing but the current. I is equal to Q divided by T, but Q will be equal to NE, charge ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ Q is nothing but the charge. Q is equal to NE ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ N is nothing but the number of electrons, E is nothing but the charge of that particular electron, that is equal to 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19. So how much is the charge generated for 5 number of electrons ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ 5 into 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ I am going to get so many number of charge. So ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು 5 number of electrons total charge ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ I can easily calculate using this formula. Q is equal to NE, that is 5 into 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19. So the strength of this electric current is nothing but the rate of flow of charge. So charge is Q divided by rate of anta bandid takshana, that is with respect to time. So Q divided by T, but Q is equal to N into E divided by T. So I is equal to Q by T anta naru baribodu, ಅಥವಾ I is equal to N into E divided by T, where N is nothing but the number of electrons, E is nothing but the charge of an electron, which is equal to 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19. T is nothing but time period in seconds. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು conducting material ಇದೆ. If I am going to consider this itself as a conducting material, so current ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ the charge, the amount of charge which is flowing this particular conductor or this particular material in some time duration itself is called as the electric current. If dq is the small amount of charge flowing in the small change in time dt, then the current I, that is a small letter I, will be given by dq divided by dt. So I is equal to small change in charge for a small change in time gives me this small letter I, that is current. The unit of this current is equal to ampere anta helide, which will be denoted by A. Unit anta helidre it is nothing but a measuring unit. ಈಗ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ಗೆ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಫ್ಯಾರನೈಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಏನು ನಾವು ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಎ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ and that will be denoted by the letter A. If I am going to consider this as the definition for this electrical current, I is equal to Q divided by T. The current will be equal to 1 ampere, that is the unit of current is ampere, will be equal to 1 ampere if the charge in that particular material is 1 coulomb and that charge is moving from one place to another place in 1 second. That is, the current is said to be 1 ampere if 1 coulomb of charge is crossing the cross section of a conductor in 1 second. Ellanu 1 anta adre idu kuda 1 agute. I mean to say, if these two are same, then this value will be equal to 1. Adre illi for the definition of this electric current, the current will be equal to 1 ampere if 1 coulomb of charge is flowing through the conductor, is flowing through the cross section of a conductor in 1 second. Adanna now 1 ampere. Ampere is the unit for current. Coming to the flow of this current, if we are going to consider this as a conducting material which is having a number of electrons like this, ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. when I am going to connect a particular source or when I am going to connect a DC source ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ which gives the energy, electrical energy. Here I am going to consider a DC source. ಇದನ್ನ ಉದ್ದದ ಲೈನನ್ನು ನಾನು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಪೊಲಾರಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಲೈನನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಪೊಲಾರಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. and the electrons which are present here, that are negative charge, and this negative charge particle is connected to negative polarity of the battery. ಒಂದು ಎಂಡನ್ನ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಪೊಲಾರಿಟಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಂಡನ್ನ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಪೊಲಾರಿಟಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಎರಡೂ ಲೈಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಇದೂ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್, ಇದೂ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ರಿಪಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಇಸ್ ದೀಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದೀಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಟ್ರೈಸ್ ಟು ಮೂವ್ ಅವೇ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ. ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ಹೀಗೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಈ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ಸಪೋಸ್ if I am going to connect the conductor in this particular manner, negative polarity ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ, positive polarity ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ, electrons ಹೀಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, since this negative polarity is connected to the conducting material where the electrons are present, so now this electrons tries to move away from this negative terminal andre these electrons will move in this particular direction. But the conventional current anta ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ, conventional current anta ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ we are going to use this conventional method in order to solve the given network or the given circuit. Conventional current is conventional current direction is opposite to that of the direction of an electron. In this particular direction or in this particular circuit, the direction of electron is from right to left. Adre conventional current will always flow from positive terminal of the battery to the conductor through this particular external circuit or through this wire anta helbodu. So the conventional current direction is always opposite to that of flow of electrons ಹೀಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಹೀಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. We can simply tell that the current will always flow from the positive terminal of the battery. So whenever we are going to talk about the current will always flow from positive terminal of the battery. Are coming to this particular diagram, here the direction of conventional current is like this. That is, the current flow from positive terminal of the battery to the conductor and then to the negative terminal of the battery. That is, the current follows this particular path. That is, the current will close its path from the positive terminal of the battery through the conductor to the negative terminal of the battery. Adre ee conventional current flow is always opposite to that of direction of the electrons. Current andi takshnane it is always denoted from positive terminal of the battery towards the negative terminal of the battery, and this is called as the conventional current. Clear? Now we are going to see what is called as the potential difference. So what is this potential difference? Potential difference anta helidre it is nothing but the work done in moving the electrons from one place to another place. Work done in moving the electrons anta helidaga I can tell that the current is generated when the electrons will flow from one point to another point, but electrons tanage enu move agala. We need to connect some external source in order to move the electrons from one place to another place. That is, this source has to do some work in order to move the electrons from one place to another place. So what is this potential difference? Potential difference. Potential difference is nothing but the amount of work done in moving a unit charge from one point to another point. Unit charge anta helidre it's nothing but one charge. ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ನ ಒಂದು ಜಾಗದಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂತ ಕೆಲಸ ಅಥವಾ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂತ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ದ potential difference. So the amount of work done in moving a unit charge from one point to another point is called as the potential difference, and that will be denoted by the letter V. If W is the amount of work done and Q is nothing but the charge, that is the unit charge, then V is equal to W divided by Q. That is the amount of work done in moving a unit charge. That is, potential difference is equal to work done divided by unit charge. The work done will be denoted by the letter W, unit charge will be denoted by Q, and the potential difference will be denoted by V. So V is equal to W divided by Q. The SI unit for this potential difference is volt, and that will be denoted by the letter V. And the potential difference across the conductor will be equal to 1 volt if the work done is 1 joule in moving 1 coulomb of charge. That is, the potential difference between the 2 points is said to be 1 volt if 1 joule of work is done in moving 1 coulomb of charge from one point to other point. That is, 1 volt is equal to 1 joule divided by 1 coulomb. 1 joule anta helidre that is nothing but the amount of work done in moving 1 coulomb of charge from one point to another point. That is 6.25 into 10 to the power of 18 number of electrons na ಒಂದು region ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು region ಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಆಗಿ we are going to call it as the volts. That is, the amount of work done in moving a unit charge from one place to another place is called as the potential difference, and the unit for this potential difference is volt, which will be denoted by the letter V. Clear? Now let us try to solve some of the simple problems. The very first problem is find the total charge on 5 electrons. Find the total charge. Charge will be denoted by the letter Q, and on 5 electrons, on 5 number of electrons, the number of electrons given is 5, and then that is equal to N, which is equal to 5. The charge of one single electron is 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs. So we have to find out the value of Q. We are having a direct formula. Q is equal to N into E. Q is nothing but the charge, it is the total charge. N is the number of electrons, is the charge of one single electron. So N value is 5. E value is 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb, which will be equal to 8.01 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. So this is the answer for the 5 number of electrons, that is the total charge of 5 number of electrons. Electrons and avare specify ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ we have to write this negative symbol, because Q is equal to plus or minus Ne, where Q is equal to plus Ne for protons and Q is equal to minus Ne for electrons. So here they have clearly mentioned that 5 electrons, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಸಿಂಬಲ್ನ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆಫ್ 5 ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ minus 8.01 into 10 to the power of minus 19, where Q is the total charge, N is the number of electrons, E is the charge of one single electron whose value is fixed. ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. You have to remember this value, that is E value is 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. Now we'll move on to the second problem. This is the second problem what is given. Find the number of electrons in 5 coulombs of charge. Number of electrons na ನೀವು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕು. So N is equal to how much? In 5 coulombs, unit ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ coulombs. So Q is equal to 5C, E value is equal to 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. So we are having this formula, Q is equal to N into E. I want to find this N value. So N is equal to Q divided by E. I have just altered this expression. So Q value is to 5 coulomb divided by E value 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. 9 is coulombs cancel ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. I'll be getting the answer as 3.12, that is 5 divided by 1.602 gives me 3.12 into 10 to the power of minus 19 is in the denominator, and when it is taken to the numerator it becomes 10 to the power of plus 19. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ I am not having any kind of unit. I am having 3.12 into 10 to the power of 19 number of electrons to give a charge of 5 coulombs. Problems are very, very simple in this particular chapter, but in the next topics problems will be bit difficult. But if you are going to understand the concept clearly, then the problems will become easier for you. So let me stop this session at this point. I'll be coming soon with the next session. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.